Alrighty, guys, I'm going to take you through a completely different strategy that you can use on CA Breakout. Alrighty, and we're going to be taking advantage of this feature here where you can set, the range where you want the software to trade between. So in this case, I've set only trade below at 151.27, meaning that if the market is above that value, then it won't open up any trades. Market's got to drop below that in order for a trade to open. So this strategy is going to be based off a pair that is ranging. Okay, you need to find a pair that's ranging. Normally we want a pair that's trading, but they don't always. No, normally we want a pair that's trading, obviously, but we want a pair that's actually trending. But in this case, because they don't always trend, sometimes they consolidate and range for quite a while. This is a strategy you can use when it's ranging. So what I'm attempting to do here is this is the bottom of where I think this is where I think the bottom of the range is with a little bit of leeway. I'm putting this in here. So once the market comes down to the bottom of the range, it's going to open up a trade, and then it's going to take profit up towards the top of the range. And then once it won't do anything until the market gets back to the bottom of the range, it'll open up a trade and then take profit up near the top of the range. And just keep doing that till I'm rich, hopefully. But to allow this to happen, the first thing we need to do is override all of these three things. We need to override the initial trade breakout, override the cost average trade breakouts, and override the 4-hour range limiter. So we're going to override them so they're not working. We're also going to override the trends. Very important because this market isn't trending. The trends aren't lined up. So I've come in here and I've typed in buy so that now the software, once it gets below that 151.27, it's going to open up a buy order. Up here on the stop loss, so input max trades. I'm only wanting it to open up one trade. And I'm also adding a stop loss to it so that we do have that safety net in case the market stops ranging and decides to trend down. It'll hit our stop loss. Alrighty, what else are we looking at? That's pretty much it, guys. I've put in the input minimum profit as $60 because that to me is, well, that's going to vary depending on what lot size you're using. I'm just using one lot, and that should allow the market to close out. So if it opens up that trade at 151.27, then by the time it's in $60 of profit, that should be getting up near the top of the range. And it will close out that profit and then wait for the market to get back down to the bottom of the range. Down here on the profit lock section, I'm aiming for $60. I've put in the first profit lock at 40 to lock in $10. And the second profit lock, I've got at 50 to lock in. Let's make that $15, a little bit more. Okay, and the other profit locks don't come into play because we only have that one trade opened anyway. Alrighty, that should do it. Let's start this up. Now, it's still displaying the top and bottom of this 5-minute range. That's not necessarily the range I'm trading. Let me just fast forward this till it takes out a trade. Okay, so that took out a trade 1 because it was the correct time because I have it set to start 1 hour after market open, and 2 because it was below 151.27, which is just up here. So it's taken out a trade. And so you can see I'm hoping for it to get into $60 a profit, which should close the trade out around about here somewhere. And then we're going to wait for the market to get back down to here, and it'll open up a trade. And once it gets up here, it'll close out for $60 profit, open up a trade here, close out for $60 profit. And hopefully we can do that lots of times. And we can see this is where it opened it, and that's where it closed it for $60 profit. Now we're waiting for the market to come back down again. It just didn't quite get low enough here. There we go, it's opened up that second trade. Closed it out for profit at the top of the range. Third trade just got opened. Closed for $60 profit. You can see I'm only aiming to take, a small amount of pip profit. We're just taking 100 points, 10 pips of profit each time. And so this is just the Asian session, so there's not even much market movement, a little bit there, but so it's just, bang, a little profit, bang, a little profit, bang, a little profit. So already that's three $60 profits. As you can see, 1, 2, 3 trades. And, that means we've already made 1.8% profit so far. Let's keep going. Well, there's our fourth trade opened and closed. So that's 4 trades and 4 times it's hit the $60 target. Now, normally CA breakout. So we've had 4 trades for $60. That's $240 profit. Normally, CA breakout would be aiming for, just aiming for, 50, 60, maybe 8. I think on this pair I've got it set at $80 profit, but it waits for the breakout, and then you've got to get that trend continuing. So you never really get more than about 2 trades on any one pair in any one day. But the profits are generally a little bit larger, not necessarily. But this time we're getting more, but it's a matter of picking the pair that's just ranging nicely. It's just not coming quite down to the bottom of the original range I set now. In actual use, you may decide to change where the bottom of the range is halfway through the day. There's our 5th trade. This is where we've got our stop loss set at. So we got a bit close to it that time. So we can see over here, we've got $10 of profit locked in. And it's retraced and hit our profit lock this time. So this one's only a $10 profit. And that's our 6th trade opened up. And also hit our profit lock. So that's just, we've had 4 trades of $60 profits and 2 of $10 profits. And that's our 7th trade for the day. The market's definitely formed a lower bottom of the range here now. So in hindsight, it would be good to have it down here, but then we would have missed out on these trades. But what you can do, because there still is a little more manual input anyway, is that, once you notice the market's ranging comes right down a lot lower, you could change where the bottom of the range is and only trade below setting and start picking up trades right at the bottom of this range. And so that's the 7th trade. Also just hit profit lock. What do we have now? 7. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 7 trade. That's the 8th trade just opened up. And it hit full take profit. And that's the end of that day's trading. I'll have a look at the graph. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 trades of full profit, full $60 profits. And then we had 1, 2, 3 trades that hit the profit lock of $10. And then we had one more full profit lock. So that's $330 just off this one pair in one day. And then that's equivalent to 3.3% for the day. And if we have a look at the reports here, $10,000 account, so 3.3% profit for the day, and our maximum drawdown was 1.16%. Now I had the stop loss set at about 1.3%, so we never would have had more than 1.3% if we'd have hit the stop loss. So that's another, and that's this strategy is the main reason, well, one of two main reasons that I added that only trade above and only trade below setting, so that we could take advantage of not only trending markets like we normally do, but also take advantage of the market when it's ranging. All right, guys, I hope that made sense. I'll leave it to you. Have a good day.